Happy day, friends, and hello to those of you who are new here. I am Macy LaShawn Sledge, and this is the weekly reading for the week of March 18th through March 24th. So grab a journal and something to write with so that you can take notes, so that you can receive what it is that your spirit would have for you to receive, okay? Okay. So this week is feeling rather, the word busy is coming through, but not busy in the way that you think, not busy in the way that our world would define busy. Okay. For you, for those of you who are here listening, receiving this message, the busyness is going to come from you tuning in to your heart, tuning into to your soul, so that you can really put forth the effort to integrate what you will receive here through this message. Okay. So busy as in busy looking, you're going to be busy looking inward. You're going to be busy making changes, whether those changes are big or small. And so that's where your busyness is going to be coming from. Okay. You may even find yourself being busy resting. Okay. And you may be saying, if I'm resting, how can I be busy? And so with that question, the answer is that you've been busy mentally, physically, emotionally. You've been very busy. You've been busy in the way that, again, our world defines the word busy. And so now you're going to be busy doing things that build you up instead of tear you down. Tear you down meaning exhaust you, right? You're putting forth so much effort. You're putting forth so much effort. You're pushing yourself. You're forcing yourself. You're overcompensating in certain areas. You're busy. And so now your spirit is inviting you to be busy while doing something else, pouring into yourself, filling your cup. Okay. And so that kind of leads me into one of the things here that's in my notes that we want to talk about. And when I do these readings, I ask three questions. What is it that we're being asked to embody? What is it that we're being asked to integrate? What is it that we're being asked to take responsibility for? And as far as what are we being asked to integrate, throughout this next week, what I have been shown is that you took out the time, you integrated temperance, okay? Not patience, but temperance. Temperance meaning you, like, just like I was saying, you took some time to pull back. You took some time to pull back, to readjust, okay? When we integrate temperance, what does that look like? So for us, what that looks like is we took some time throughout this next week to integrate temperance. And that means that some of what we were giving ourselves away to, we're starting to pull back. We're starting to engage with certain aspects of life in moderation. Okay. So, for example, maybe you're wanting to lose weight. So, one of the ways that you integrate some temperance in your life is by maybe not necessarily cutting yourself completely off from sugar, but you begin eating sugar in moderation. So, you say to yourself, this week, I'm going to eat sugar twice. That is integrating temperance, okay? That is integrating temperance. And so that is what you are integrating this week, is you are integrating temperance, and you are going to be able to witness how integrating temperance, how stepping back, how engaging with certain things in your life in moderation, how that is going to change, create such significant change for you. because you're living, you're you're again engaging with life in moderation, with certain things in life in moderation. Okay, your thing could be alcohol. So maybe you have 3 or 4 glasses of wine a week. So you're saying to yourself, I'm going to only have 2 glasses of wine this week. And you choose those specific days that you are going to have those 2 glasses of wine. That is you integrating temperance. Okay, it's taking a step back to identify how you can begin living or doing certain things in moderation. Okay, so that's one of the things that you're being asked to integrate that this week. That leads into something else that you're integrating this week is discipline. You're integrating discipline. You're doing a beautiful job at integrating discipline, okay? And in integrating discipline, how you went about doing that this week is you practiced listening to your body. You practiced listening to your body. And in order to practice listening to your body, you took out some time to ask your body questions. So instead of just moving forward in something, instead of just making an impulsive decision in something, and we can go back to the food example, we could go back to the wine example. Instead of eating the sugar or eating the junk food impulsively, you asked your body, you paused, you took a breath, and you said to your body, I have this craving. Is this really what I need to satisfy this craving? Or is there something deeper that I need to be paying attention to? Because oftentimes our cravings, are trying to show us something else. So this week, in order to integrate discipline, you took out some time to practice listening to your body. You took out some time to ask your body questions. Okay? With the wine example. Oh, this is with the wine example. You are tired. You just got off work. You're stressed out. You take some time, you pause, you take a breath, you ask your body, is this wine really what I need? Or is this wine really what you need, speaking to your body, to decompress? Or do you need something else? And then you listen to your body and you allow your body to show you, to guide you, to lead you in a different direction if that's what your body desires. Okay, so you have integrated discipline, and you did so because you took out some time to practice listening to your body, to ask your body questions. And in doing so, you are cultivating, you are creating a more intimate relationship with your intuitive self. Because I always say when I'm working with people, your body is the vessel. Your body is the vessel. Your intuitive self speaks through your body, speaks through your senses. And when you are taking out some time to cultivate, to create an intimate relationship with your body, you at the same time, you are simultaneously cultivating a deeper and better relationship with your intuitive self. Okay? So that leads to what you have embodied this week. That this leads you into what it is that you embodied. You began to embody and stand firm in this authority that you have, in this authority that you have over your life. There is no power except for the power that you are that has authority over your life. So this week you began to embody and you begin to stand firm in this authority. You begin to stand your ground in this authority because you are integrating discipline, because you are integrating temperance, because you are listening to your body. So this authority that you may have been disconnected from, or that maybe you believed you didn't really have authority, any authority. You were born with it. You were created with this authority. This authority, it has been yours since before you were born. And because we have a tendency when we're growing up to put other voices before our own, we create this separation between ourselves and the authority that we have, this inner authority. So you tapped into that inner authority this week and you stood firm in it. You stood your ground. And the image that came through with that is the Superman pose in yoga, or even just the Superman pose, where you're standing with your fist on your hips and your chest is out and you're standing your ground, you're standing firm. You know Superman's pose. If you've ever seen Superman, you know that pose. So that's the image that I'm seeing. So you may even take some time out this week to just stand in Superman pose for a few minutes. In yoga, it's a very grounding pose. And so if you can just take some time, 3 to 5 minutes every day or a few times during the week to stand in that pose, you will begin to ground into that authority. Okay, which then creates this inner confidence, which creates this inner swagger. Okay, when you are standing firm in your authority, when you are tapping into your inner authority, you begin to create this swagger. You begin to cultivate a deeper sense of confidence within yourself, and you're not even, here's the key, you're not even doing anything to create that within yourself. You're simply standing firm in your inner authority, which you've always had, which has always existed. A lot of times we think we have to go do things in order to cultivate confidence, in order to have this swagger, but it's an inner disposition. It's a state of being that you've always had access to, and you are tapping into it this week. So good for you. The last thing, 2 more things possibly, but one of the last things that you are doing as you move throughout this week is you are embodying new standards. You are embodying and you are integrating new standards, okay? So as you move throughout this week, you may notice, you may identify what you're noticing and you're witnessing what your life is in the current moment, in the present moment. You're not judging it. You're not judging your life. You're just witnessing. So you're taking out the time to observe and witness your present moment reality so that you can identify the standards that you have been building your life on. Okay, if you're being open and if you're being honest with yourself, you'll be able to see that you've created or that you've held on to some standards that have caused you to live below your means in a sense. Okay, so as you're moving throughout this week, you're going to be observing your present moment reality. You're going to be observing certain aspects of yourself and asking yourself, why is this the reality when I know that the reality could be different, when I know that the reality could be better? Okay, so these standards that you've built your life on in the past, you're going to begin to observe and notice those standards so that you can exchange them for new ones. Okay, so you're integrating new standards so that you can build your life moving forward, your future life upon a new foundation. Okay, your past was built on certain standards that you set for yourself, unknowingly or knowingly. Okay, your past was built on those standards, and now you're identifying what those standards are, not so that you can judge yourself, but so that you can hold yourself accountable and so that you can choose new standards to build your future foundation on. Okay, so that is what you are embodying and integrating this week. Okay, practicing listening to your body, integrating discipline, integrating temperance, okay? Practicing engaging with your life, engaging with some of the things that you've been engaging with, that you've been utilizing maybe as ways to cope, engaging with those things in moderation so that you can embody authority. So that you can stand firm in your inner authority, so that you can tap into your inner authority and cultivate this sense of swagger and confidence within yourself so that you can call forth that inner disposition of confidence, of swagger, so that you can move forward, so that you can take the steps forward with confidence. Okay, so that is the weekly reading for the week of March 18th through March 24th. If you have any thoughts, if you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I want to invite you to go ahead and do that. Thank you all so much for being here. Remember, as I always say, that you being here, you receiving this information, this wisdom that your spirit has for you to receive, and integrating what it is that you're being asked to integrate is how the world is going to change by you doing this work. I love you so much.